Are you struggling to make ends meet while living with a disability? What if I told you that some Americans could receive up to $4,018 in disability benefits this March? That's right. Thousands of eligible individuals across the country are about to see a significant boost in their monthly payments. But who qualifies? When exactly will these payments arrive? And what steps do you need to take right now to ensure you don't miss out? Before we dive into all the details, if you find this information helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We're committed to bringing you the latest updates on benefits, financial assistance programs, and money-saving tips. Also, ring that notification bell so you don't miss any critical deadlines or updates that could affect your benefits. Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're breaking down the latest changes to disability benefits rolling out this March. With inflation continuing to affect household budgets nationwide, this information couldn't come at a more crucial time. This month brings important changes to several disability benefit programs, including Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI Supplemental Security Income, SSI, and certain veterans' disability benefits. For some beneficiaries, the maximum payment could reach an unprecedented $4,018, but timing and eligibility requirements vary significantly across programs. First, let's make sure we're all on the same page about what disability benefits actually are. In the United States, disability benefits are financial assistance programs designed to provide income support to individuals who are unable to work due to physical or mental impairments. The major federal disability programs include Social Security Disability Insurance, which is available to workers who have paid into the Social Security system, Supplemental Security Income, which is needs-based and available to low-income individuals with disabilities, and Veterans Disability, compensation for those who developed disabilities during or as a result of their military service. But why are these benefits changing now? How does the Social Security Administration determine when adjustments are needed? And what factors have contributed to this year's significant increase? The most substantial change affecting disability benefits this year was the 3.2% cost of living adjustment, COLA, that took effect in January. This adjustment, which affects all Social Security programs, including disability benefits, was designed to help beneficiaries keep pace with inflation. Though lower than last year's 8.7% increase, this year's COLA still represents a meaningful boost for millions of Americans with disabilities. For maximum SSDI recipients, this has pushed the monthly benefit amount to approximately $3,822. But where does the $4,018 figure come from? Is it available to everyone on disability? The answer lies in understanding how different benefit programs can sometimes be combined and how certain supplemental programs at the state level may provide additional assistance on top of federal benefits. Let's address the big question: who actually qualifies for the maximum $4,018 disability benefit this March? To reach the highest possible benefit amount, individuals typically need to meet several specific criteria. For SSDI recipients, the maximum payment goes to those who earned substantial wages and paid Social Security taxes for many years before becoming disabled. Essentially, those who contributed the most to the system can receive the highest benefits. But what about people who haven't worked enough to qualify for substantial SSDI payments? What options exist for them? And how can veterans with service-connected disabilities ensure they're receiving their maximum entitled benefits? For Veterans Affairs disability benefits, the maximum monthly payment can exceed $4,000 for veterans with a 100% disability rating and qualifying dependents. Combined with certain special monthly compensations, some veterans with severe disabilities may receive more than $4,018 per month. For SSI recipients, the The maximum federal payment in 2024 is considerably lower at $943 per month for individuals. However, many states offer supplemental payments on top of the federal SSI amount. In states with generous supplements like California, New York, and Alaska, the combined federal and state payment can be significantly higher. When exactly will these payments arrive in March? The answer depends on which program you're receiving benefits from and, in some cases, your birth date. For SSDI recipients who also receive Social Security retirement benefits, payment dates are determined by birth date. If your birthday falls between the 1st and 10th of the month, your payment will arrive on the second Wednesday of March. For birthdays between the 11th and 20th, expect payment on the third Wednesday. And if your birthday falls between the 21st and 31st, your payment will arrive on the fourth Wednesday of the month. For SSDI recipients who don't also receive retirement benefits, payments typically arrive on the third day of each month. If the 3rd falls on a weekend or holiday, payments are usually delivered on the preceding business day. But what if you receive SSI instead of, or in addition to, SSDI? What's your payment schedule like? And how can you track your payment if it seems delayed? SSI payments typically arrive on the first day of each month. However, when the 1st falls on a weekend or holiday, payments are issued on the last business day of the preceding month. This means some March payments might actually arrive in late February. For veterans' disability benefits, payments are usually made on the first day of the month for the previous month's benefits. Therefore, March's payment should arrive on March 1st, unless that date falls on a weekend or holiday. Beyond the direct disability payment increases, several related benefit programs are also seeing adjustments that could affect overall financial support for people with disabilities. Medicare premiums and deductibles have changed for 2024, which affects many disability beneficiaries who receive Medicare coverage. The standard Part B premium has increased slightly to $174.70 per month, up from $164.90 in 2023. Additionally, many states have adjusted their SNAP Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program benefits, which can provide critical food assistance to people with disabilities who have limited income. But what if you're struggling even with these increased benefits? What additional resources might be available to you? And how can you access emergency assistance if needed? Looking beyond March, what can disability benefit recipients expect for the remainder of 2024 and beyond? The Social Security Administration typically announces the next year's COLA in October, based on third-quarter inflation data. While it's too early to predict the exact adjustment for 2025, current economic trends will play a significant role in determining future benefit increases. Additionally, several legislative proposals that could affect disability benefits are currently being discussed in Congress. These include potential changes to the program's funding structure, eligibility requirements, and benefit calculation methods. But how can you prepare for potential changes to your benefits? What steps should you take now to ensure financial stability regardless of policy shifts? And how can you make your voice heard in the ongoing policy discussions around disability benefits? To recap, March brings significant changes to disability benefits, with some recipients potentially receiving up to $4,018 in monthly payments. The exact amount you'll receive depends on your work history, current income, household composition, and which specific disability programs you qualify for. Payment dates vary based on your benefit type and, in some cases, your birth date. Be sure to mark your calendar accordingly and contact the appropriate agency if your payment doesn't arrive as expected. Remember that navigating disability benefits can be complex, but you don't have to do it alone. Free assistance is available through the Social Security Administration, Veterans Affairs, and numerous nonprofit organizations specializing in disability advocacy. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might benefit. Drop a comment below if you have questions about disability benefits or suggestions for future videos.